Hi everyone, welcome to UTV Guna and our show, The Big Man Breakdown with Nathan. Hey bro, how are you?
What's happening, man? Yeah, good man. Long time back.
Yeah, bro, it's been a while. We're flying, bro. I spoke to you, I think, the last game that we've done a match reactions about a month ago now.
Mm.
But we had before this Liverpool game, we had won 7 games in a row. We responded really well to that little blip we had against
Mm.
Everton, Brentford, and Man City. Just waiting to get your thoughts just in general, because as I say, it's been a while since I spoke to you, and then in more detail about the Liverpool game.
Um, Listen, things are going well for. Listen, we're top of the league. Yeah, first and foremost, we're top of the league. So if we look at how things are doing, yeah, it can't be no better than that. Do you know what I mean? We're top of the league, and regardless of anything, people. I'll tell you the thing that annoys me the most is where I keep hearing, "Oh, it's back in City's hands. It's in City's hands," and all that sort of thing. Well, not really, because it's more in Arsenal's hands because Arsenal have the extra points. Arsenal, yeah, City have to win all their games, but then Arsenal don't have to win all their games. So it's like as long as we don't lose at the Etihad, like then it's more in our hands. So it pisses me off with that, man. And it's like people people just can't wait to give City, like it's like a I told you so. Do you know what I mean? They can't wait to do that. So yeah, I just more than anything, man, just to shut people up, like and just keep the gravy train going. I hope Arsenal could just keep going as they're going. But we're doing well, man. People, there's a lot of people that I think we're in a good position where we can be looking at the little things and be said, oh, we should have done this, we should have done that, and whatever not. But we're in a great position. We're top of the league. So I think we just got to spin it on his head and just keep it positive, man. And the Emirates has been rocking and just got to get the wins in, really. Like West Ham, which we'll talk about in a bit. But yeah, just got to keep the momentum going, man. But I think there's so much sometimes negativity or doubt, like, yeah, that can cloud things. And I think we just have to get behind the team, regardless of anything. However it finishes, come the end of the season. Yeah, of course you want to lift the Premiership, but we've got to keep the fight going to the end, man, and get behind the team, keep it positive.
Yeah, for sure, bro. It's just saying, been hearing this all season. We're gonna fall away. We're gonna go through a bad
Exactly.
spell. We heard
And the
it
team,
early. We heard it before the international break for the World Cup. We heard it after the international break for the World Cup. We heard
every single time, man, they've been waiting for times, but every single time the team has bounced back. Every single time the team has shown that, look, we're not here, we take us seriously. So I just think, like, certain groups of fans that just need to just allow it. I'm talking about Arsenal fans here and just keep it positive, man. Just keep behind the team. There's always going to be little things that we're going to pull up. And if we're talking detail about a Liverpool game, there's always little things. So it's just like, yeah.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, let's get into that Liverpool game now. And so brilliant performance in the first half. Started so well, going to Anfield, dominating them. Martinelli was outstanding. Got the first goal. Got the assist for Gabriel Jesus' goal. What were your thoughts on the start of the game?
Well, the game in general, the start of the game, yeah, listen, man, we started off really well, and we literally was all over them, like we've been over all over these teams all season. Yeah, um, I think it was a game of the fullbacks where on both teams, both fullbacks were shocking. So Zinchenko, Ben White, Trent, Robinson, both sides, both were shocking. Both just, yeah, I think that's where both teams had luck. I mean, down the wings because our fullbacks were shocking. And I feel that if we, before the game, we were so dominantly looking at Holding, that's all the talk. Oh, will Saliba be fit and whatever not. But Holding actually had a good game. You take away the penalty, was it a penalty? Was it or wasn't it a penalty? You take away that, then really, like Holding had a good game. There were some really vital headers that he put in there. So I think sometimes, man, we're so ready. People talk about, oh, he gave away the ball for the first goal, whatever it was. And then the penalty, and it's like, wait a second, that penalty was suspect anyway. And then the 1 point he gave away the ball. Apart from that, he was solid. So it was just like, yeah, I just think sometimes we're so fast to criticise and look for faults in players before they can. We used to do it with Xhaka as well. Like, oh, it's Xhaka's fault. And that's the other thing in the game, which was really annoying as well, was I keep hearing it, all the commentary saying, oh, yeah, it was at that moment when Xhaka done that thing with Trent that changed the tide. It's like, are you on drugs? It's like, yeah, you've hyped up the crowd, but wait a second, what does that mean? So what? So it's like you've got, it's like having an angry friend, yeah, which you're like, yeah, oh, don't get him angry, because once he gets angry, it's over for everybody. No, like you still punch his head in. It's like what? So if you go to Anfield, you get the crowd angry. Does that mean you're going to lose the game? No, the players still have to do their job. So yeah, it wasn't a great moment, and yeah, having Xhaka on a yellow card doesn't help when it's your central midfielders or any defensive players on a yellow card. But you still have got to put in the work. Like, it's still, what was it, that shuts down the whole game because the crowd's gone crazy. Like, don't get me wrong, I get the whole atmosphere thing, but it's just like a weak excuse for me personally. Anyway, we still got to defend really well. Zinchenko getting nuts at the end and stuff like that. It's just, there was this vital moment. I think if I really, really had to pinpoint something, I'm not pinpointing anybody, but if I really, really had to pinpoint anyone, it's Arteta's substitutions that messed us up in that game. If we had to really break it down, take it away from the players, take it from everything. On certain times, you can say, you know what, it's not the manager, it's the players. On this time, I would say it's Arteta. I feel Arteta got it wrong, yeah, with his substitutions in the second half. Yeah. Kerentini should have been on from a long time ago, yeah, at left back. If Tomiyasu was fit, you would have seen Tomiyasu, but obviously you can't really say because Tomiyasu probably would have started at right back and Ben in the middle. But if Tomiyasu was fit and Saliba was there, you would have seen Ben White off ages ago for Tommy. If not, do you know what I mean? Tommy might have started anyway because it was needed. And he started. Didn't Tomiyasu start at left back? He did, didn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know if Zinchenko wasn't fit or whatever, not, but he done a great job on Salah at left back, and you needed. I feel that you needed players just to be in there and do a job. Yeah, like we need you to, that inverted left back thing where he comes in the middle was great, but I just feel we needed um just someone there to be like, look, this is your position and do your job in this game. Like, yeah, him jumping in midfield, overloading the midfield is great, but at the end of the day, and this is the annoying thing with football, we forget the raw basics that they're there for, and that's defending. Yeah, it's good that you can come midfield. Yeah, you can make these great. You can pass out from the back. But the main thing you need to do as a defender is defend. Like, yeah, so as you're very, like, it's all well saying, like, Ramsdale, oh, he's great when he's someone that can pass out from the back. But the main thing that you're there for, yeah, take away the passing, is to save shots. So it's like, yeah, I just feel sometimes it's just, yeah, for me personally, I'll put Arteta to blame if we had to. No one's to blame, man. We played well in the first half. We capitulated in the second half. But I would say it's Arteta's substitutions. I wouldn't have, what's that? Is it Kawi? I can't remember his name. How do you pronounce that new player we got? I can't remember his name. Yeah. I wouldn't have brought him on. Like, I would have brought, if me personally, if you're talking about a player to come in, you could either brought in, put KT like he does for Scotland as a third centre back, go five at the back, yeah. Or if you have to, bring on Juninho in the middle, nice, calm, older head, yeah, who can break up play and pass it forward and is trusted on the ball. Just what I'm saying to you, I'd have brought on someone like that with all the bags of experience he's got, would have been great in that midfield. Of course, people talk about Jesus, but I feel that was the right substitution anyway because it's great to have him on, but he has only just come back from a serious knee injury. And regardless of people saying, "Oh, he's been building up," but not to do 90 minutes in a tense game like that, it's not worth the risk. So I get that one, but there was just some silly ones, man. Smith Rowe, his work rate, perfect person to come on, get half an hour out of him. Do you know what I mean? Just intensely. So yeah, I just feel there was some bad substitutions from Arteta. I think he got them wrong in the second half, but I'm not picking holes in him, man. Like he tried something, it didn't work. I just feel personally, if you want to perk the blame, forget the players, go to Arteta. That's me personally.
Yeah, you can't be perfect all the time. You know, these
You
are the
can't, man. You
yeah,
can't.
sometimes you're gonna get these judgment calls wrong. He's been outstanding, close to perfect for most of the season. We can't be perfect all the time. Got to praise Aaron Ramsdale, bro. What a performance that was.
Super keeper, man. England's number one.
Yeah,
England's number one.
the saves were unbelievable.
Super keeper. Like some of those saves in the second half, that's like they are. Let's put it this way: if this point here we got here helps us towards the end of the season, we win the Prem. You got to look back at these games and say, "Fuck me, Ramsdale, you done well, man." If it doesn't, then yeah, it's a different story. But those saves that he done, yeah, it's just crazy.
Yeah, world class goalkeeper. All right, bro. So we don't know if that's going to be a good point or 2 points dropped. We won't know that to the end of the season. But we'd always say at Anfield, difficult ground. We've not won there since 2013. We'll take a point in that situation. It was a fair result as well.
4 points from Liverpool, man, home and away. We'll take that.
Yeah. So looking at the overall picture now, wanted to ask you a little bit of your thoughts on City. They've been flying recently. We've seen just before the international break, they won 2 games in a row, 6-0. After the international break, they've come back. They beat Liverpool 4-1, beat Southampton the other day 4-1 as well. So they're looking in really good form. As we're speaking now, they're in the Champions League, and I think they're beating Bayern Munich. The last time I checked it,
Yeah, 1-0.
yeah. So they're really flying. What's your thoughts on them and how they're going?
What's your thoughts on us? We've been flying 7 games in a row. City are doing what City do. I think City have been, listen, man, hats off to City. They've been doing it for years and years and years. So there's nothing surprising there with City. Is it the City of old? No, it's not. Can they go to the end of the season and win every game? Yes, they can. Will they? No, they won't. I honestly do believe when we least suspect it, City are going to slip up. But it's up for us if we want this Premiership. We're not in any other cup. There's no excuses. Yeah. If we want this Premiership from now to the end of the season, we got to win every game, man. City are going to mess up. I feel we can afford to, if we get the draw against City and win every other game, which we can easily do, yeah, then it's not going to be easy, of course not. But because I always look at the relegation teams as things like that, they're the hard ones as well. But City also got some hard teams as well. So it's going to be interesting. I think City are doing well at the moment. Obviously, they got players like Foden to come back and whatever, not who will give them a boost. But listen, man, I don't. People always looking at, oh yeah, City this, City that. I think we just got to focus on ourselves and just get every game as they come, man.
Yeah, for sure, bro. We can only worry about ourselves. As you said right at the start, we win all our games. We're champions. And as you said as well,
This is it. It's in our hands.
yeah, we can afford to go there and draw. You know,
Cool.
that would be all right. And we're
City
still
have to get the win from us. Simple.
yeah, so yeah, long way to go. Still 8 games, getting close to the finishing line, but still so much can happen. As you said, the
It's
team
all so close. It's all so close.
yeah, the team's fighting relegation. They're not going to make it easy. I know, like City, for
Of
example,
course
Leicester next week, they're fighting for their lives. So we
not.
got,
Fighting.
yeah, we got Southampton coming up soon. Again, none of these games are going to be easy. So as you said, focus on us. So I just seen the score now. City have gone 2-0 up against Bayern Munich as well. So this is
There you
what
go.
though is that we talk about concentrating ourselves, but just looking over at them a little bit, they've got a lot of fixtures. If they do win this Champions League couple of legs against Bayern Munich, they'll go to the semi-finals. That's a couple of more games for them. They got the FA Cup semi-finals as well. So they've got that congestion of fixtures. So you can see
Of
somewhere
course.
along the line, their priority you would say the Champions League as well. So you would say somewhere along the line they would drop points.
I hope they stay in the Champions League, man. I thought Bayern Munich were going to beat them, to be fair, but I hope they stay in the Champions League because the longer they stay in the Champions League, them Champions League games are tiring. Do you see what I'm saying? It takes a lot out of their team. So, regardless of anything, I just hope. Obviously, they got a big game today. Hopefully, Bayern Munich give them a little bit more pressure, maybe 2-1 or something, and then they got to go to Leicester on Sunday. So yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they go. So, as we're saying, we can only focus on our business. Back to us. Our next game is West Ham away.
Mm.
London derby, always difficult, but West Ham have been struggling. We've got a good recent record as well against them. What's your thoughts on the game?
Not only have West Ham been struggling, it's definitely a game we can't take lightly because West Ham would love to just get a draw against us. So I feel it's a game we got to have over in the first half, like we've been doing against other teams. I don't feel it's a game we can sort of try and do the 0-0 and then get pinch a lucky goal later on. I feel we just got to destroy West Ham, kill them off. I think if going against these teams, we give them any sort of sniff of luck or anything like that, or we give them that revival. Because let's face it, Liverpool, we've played Liverpool been shit, but let's not sugarcoat it. Yeah, but you give any team with those level of players in there, you give them any little boost of confidence, then they're gonna come at you, man. We can't let any of these teams feel like, oh yeah, that little bit of happiness or anything like that. We just got to kill them off, and that's against West Ham. The same thing again. Kill West Ham off in the first half, and we have players that can do that. I would like to see. It's a shame because I'd like to see Trossard on, but then who'd you drop? Do you know what I mean? Saka's Saka. Jesus is scoring at the moment. Martinelli's scoring at the moment. So who'd you drop? So yeah, it's a good dilemma to have, but you want to see Trossard starting as well. So yeah, but it's healthy. This is what we want. Even Smith Rowe and players like that. But yeah, we start the game well. Get it off in the first half, and then just rest some players, get them off, man.
Okay, what's your quick score prediction?
I think we'll win that 4-1.
Okay, and Man City have got Leicester. Quick score prediction at one.
I honestly, I think that's an upset. I think that's a draw.
Okay,
I think it's a 2-2 draw. You heard it here first. New manager syndrome. 2-2 draw. Leicester.
okay, cool, bro. So, gonna ask you this question to finish with. I've asked it to you throughout the season.
Mm.
8 games to
I'm
go.
backing us. Yeah, I'm backing us. I'm backing us. They've sold this. They've sold me the dream. I'm backing us. Keeping positive. I'm backing us to the end of the season, man. I want
Yeah,
us to be outside the Emirates celebrating last game of the season. But yeah, I'm backing us, man. I'm backing us. Keep it positive. Get behind the team. There's always going to be little players and things that go wrong. But yeah, keep positive and get behind the team and let's do this, man.
yeah, for sure, bro. It's been a long wait, 19 years. It's great to be in the
It's
club.
needed, man. It's needed. It's little last stretch left, man. There's still a lot of games to play. People talk about 8 games, like 8 games is short. 8 games is still a lot of games to play. So there's a lot of twists and turns that could come. There's still a lot of games. So let's keep positive, keep the momentum going. And yeah, man, just smash out these teams.
Yeah, bro, come on, we can do this, man.
100%.
Yeah, bro. So thanks for your time.
No worries, man. Thank you as always.
You're welcome. That's all from us. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please remember to subscribe, like, and share.